What's up everyone? Welcome to another video. In this video, I will review WeatherTech floor liners and trunk liners in a 2011 through 2023 Dodge Charger. I have new front seat floor liners, new back seat floor liners, and a new trunk liner. I will open them up, check them out, and install them. For the floor liners, they had the standard floor liner, which is plastic, and the new HP floor liner, which is rubber. I went with the HP. For the trunk liner, there was not a choice. There was only the standard material, so that's what I got. HP was not an option. So I had the trunk liner and the floor liners loaded up in the cart with shipping and tax as expected. Then, an optional, protect your purchase with shipping and damage insurance for $6.95. So they have this high-pressure nonsense charge at the end of checkout, using the scare tactic to nickel and dime customers into making a bunch of extra money, and I did not appreciate it. So let's open up these boxes and see what we got. I will start with the floor mats. Opening the box and laying out the contents, we have two backseat floor liners, the front passenger floor liner, and the front driver floor liner, which has a warning label applied, an invoice, and a little product catalog, so you can spend more money and buy more stuff. Now, let's move the floor liners out of the way and open up the trunk liner and see what it's all about. Where the floor liners were packaged flat in their normal orientation, the trunk liner is rolled up in a tight roll. Flattening it out, we have the trunk liner and an invoice. Making a quick comparison, the HP material is thick rubber that holds its shape. You can easily bend it and flex it, and it returns to its shape when you let go. And it feels like rubber. And the other material feels like harder plastic, but it's flexible because it was rolled up in the box, and there's also a clear color difference. And the original material has this fancy logo badge, where the HP material just has the logo embossed on the surface. To begin, let's start with the trunk liner, and here's the inside of my trunk. It's just a regular trunk with nothing in it. To insert the trunk liner, it needs to go in rolled up a little bit to fit into the trunk opening. If it was flat, it would be too wide and wouldn't fit inside. After it's inside, it can be rolled out and laid flat. Taking a look inside, the shape fits the contour of the trunk. This feature here fits over the wheel well beneath it. There's a nice slip that goes all the way around the back edge of the liner, from the left back corner, all the way across the back, and across the right back corner to the wheel well. But it stops at the wheel well. There's no lip up front. It's pretty much flat all the way across the front edge. I'm assuming that's because the trunk inclines at the front, so any liquid or debris here would naturally travel down to where the lip is around the perimeter. I am having one fit issue on this side. This just does not fit well or stay down in the right corner. The left corner is a perfect fit, and I don't have any complaints. But the right corner isn't fitting well. I don't know if there's something wrong with my car or the liner design, but whatever the case is, it's not sitting down well in my car. Besides that, the material is nice and easy to clean. I can easily vacuum it or scrub it down with water. And it can also be easily rolled up and removed to clean. And for this specific vehicle, with the trunk liner installed, just peel the back end up and lift the floor panel up as normal. It does not need to be removed to access the battery and fuse box area. Also, the trunk liner only being available in the standard plastic material and not the HP may be an advantage. When loading and unloading things into the trunk, it's easy for them to slide across the surface. The rubber mats have more friction, and it would be harder to slide heavier things across. The WeatherTech trunk liner is okay. It's not amazing, and it's not horrible. Even though it's not the HP material, I'm glad it's still the same brand as my floor liners for some uniformity, and I would definitely rather have it than not have it. So that finishes up the trunk liner. Next, let's move to the rear floor liners. And here are the factory floor mats. They're just flat, and water and debris could get under them and cause some serious issues with the carpet below. Now, let's remove them. Notice that the left and right side are not the same. The most obvious identifier is there's a large radius that goes on the inside corner. And let's compare them to the WeatherTech floor liners. The factory floor liners have little pegs on the back to grip the floor. And the WeatherTech floor liners also have little pegs on the back to grip the floor. But the WeatherTechs also have a nice lip all the way around the perimeter, and it's contoured to go under the front seat. Taking a look at the bottom, All of the information, including the part number and the location, are embossed, but it does not have a WeatherTech logo embossed on the visible surface like the Frontliner does, which is fine with me. I'm not complaining at all. I'm just pointing it out. And again, the HP material is rubber. You can bend it anywhere you want to, and it will revert back to its intended shape. Installing it is easy. Just slip the front lip under the front seat, and it locates itself in the floor. It's a perfect fit, all the way around. These mats are excellent. This is the quality and fit I was expecting with the WeatherTech reputation. Even this feature is molded in. And that covers the rear floor liners. Let's move on to the main event, the front floor liners. And here's my factory front floor liner. Yes, it's dirty. I do stuff. My shoes get dirty, and the floor is dirty. Again, it's flat, and water and debris could easily migrate underneath and cause some serious damage to the carpet and the underbody. And this is where I rest my left foot, as designed, and of course, it's filthy from my shoes. So let's get this lame floor liner out of here. There are 2 hooks that hold it in place. One here that goes through a hole, and one here. Driver's side floor liner removed. On the passenger side, there's just one hook that holds it in place in the center. And passenger side floor liner removed. Now let's bring in the replacement WeatherTech floor liners. And I'm going to set the factory liners inside the WeatherTech liners to show the differences. Here's a quick little walk around, but I will show them in more detail next. On the driver's side floor liner, there's a nice big lip around the edge, and good coverage of the footrest area, which I use, and a huge lip that continues around the front and down the other side. The 2 mounting holes on the stock mat have a matching smaller mounting hole in the new liner. It's in the same location and reuses the existing anchors, but the holes are much smaller. The bottom of the factory floor mat is covered in little gripper pegs, and the WeatherTech liner just has structural ribbing at the front and gripper pegs at the back, and again, the part number and location and everything is embossed in the bottom. On the top side, we'll remove this label and set it aside for later, and again, the WeatherTech logo is embossed on the surface. Moving to the passenger liner, it's the same story. Again, there's a healthy lip around the perimeter, a matching anchor hole for the one anchor in the center, and all of the other gripper pegs and embossed features. Now let's clean this up. You definitely want to clean up any debris before you install the new floor liners. And with everything nice and clean, let's slip in the new floor liner. It went in easy and located itself because it's custom fit. I considered what exactly I'm supposed to do with these since the holes are significantly smaller. I did not receive any instructions, just an invoice reminding me that I paid $6.95 for shipping insurance, and a product catalog to spend more money. Going back to the warning label, it says to always use any existing or provided retention system so the WeatherTech product is properly secured. And at the bottom, it says to please see the detailed instructional video, which sounds perfect. So I used the QR code, and it was worthless. There's no instructional video here. You can pick orders, products, or general info. That was not helpful. And looking at the product page for my specific floor liners for better details, there are just a bunch of representative images that are not of a Dodge Charger. Most of them show these caps, and my floor liners don't have any caps. Not helpful, but anyway, not a big deal. I just forced them through the little holes. The tight fit through the small rubber holes provides a good seal that liquid will not leak through. And the floor liner is a perfect fit, with high walls that provide excellent protection. I'm happy there's some protection here at the footrest. Hopping in, it looks good and feels good. But I will say, the top of my foot does pass above the top of the floor liner. Technically, dirt and liquid at the top of my shoe could migrate down behind the floor liner, which is not good. It would certainly be a nice feature if it covered the entire foot pad to fully protect it and prevent that problem. Now, let's clean the passenger side and install that floor liner. Again, the WeatherTech floor liner is a perfect fit, with high protective walls and looks good. And yes, I jammed that hook through the hole too. Now, I wish I had some long-term experience, but I can say that my friend's vehicle has the original material mats, and there's some curling where the door pushes against it, and it's stuck like that and will not lay flat. And here's the trunk liner with the same issue. The edge is curled up from the door pushing on it, and it will not lay flat. For comparison, the HP material can be manipulated, and it springs back to its intended shape. Between the two materials, I would definitely recommend the HP material, and I would absolutely recommend them over the original floor mats. I will plan on doing an update video next year with long-term results showing how they're holding up. But for now, they're of excellent fit and quality, and I have no regrets purchasing them. As for the factory mats, I suppose I'll set them aside in the attic or something. Unless you want them, let me know. I'll ship them to you, and I'll even insure the shipment for an extra $6.95. So that wraps this up. I hope you found it helpful. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.